progressive fan of the game, and it's none other than Kevin Costner, actor, director, producer, musician, singer. Is there anything I'm missing in there?
No, I don't know. I don't think you are. I'm not playing short right now, so.
This is true. I want to ask you what you're doing in town. Modern West, of course, is your band. Tell me a little bit about your band.
That's what brought me into town. We're kind of scooting around Oklahoma and Texas, and we're playing at Stafford tomorrow night. And this is my one night off out of about 8 straight nights of playing, and I thought I'd bring my friends to see a ball game, and didn't know we were going to get this kind of good seats. It's pretty perfect.
Well, tell me a little bit about the band Modern West. Country rock, you said?
It's really Americana. I mean, we play really loud. We play our own music, and we've been playing together about 9 years, and we've managed to play around the world. And I love playing in the middle of America, though. And coming here, the crowds are loud, they're on their feet, and they drink, which I really like.
Do you write the music?
Yeah, I write some of the songs, all the band writes. So what we perform, it's all our music, so I think people really get into it.
You're obviously a big baseball fan. We've seen you at baseball games. This isn't your first time here, though. You've caught some Astros games before.
I always try to slide in here when I get the chance. It's one of the really more beautiful parks in the league. I mean, I don't know when it's prettier. I mean, it's just beautiful here. And the temperature, it's like at night, it's like, if you're a kid, this is what you really wish you had. You know, I mean, everybody wants to play on grass like this. That's out of here. That's a home run. Wow, he hit that a long ways.
You didn't know you were going to get to call the game, too, did you?
No, but, you know, you can tell when it jumps off the bat. I mean, you know, look how happy everybody in the Astros is right now.
Well, you said also that you like to catch games at the beginning of the season and then more towards the end.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're a kid, you have all the pictures up on your wall. You know, I did, and that changes. But your love of the game never changes, really. And so what happens is I start looking for in the middle of the season who's playing really well, and then come playoff, you really see why the teams that are playing are there. And you know, the World Series, I don't know if anybody that's ever played baseball, you watch the World Series, you are inevitably going to see a play, a call, something happens in the World Series that you never see. And I'm talking about people that are baseball people for 50 years. Every World Series there will almost be a play or something happens that no one's ever seen before. And that lets you know in a way how unique the game really is, because in the middle of the season it always feels a little bit, let's face it, a little kind of laid back, a little boring, a little bit whatever. But come playoff, whenever a guy ends up on second base, you're on the edge of your seat, especially if it isn't your team.
Real quick before I let you go, you've been in a lot of baseball movies. Which one is your favorite?
Well, you know, Bull Durham, to be Crash Davis is like, you know, that guy, Ron Shelton, who was a player, wrote Bull Durham, wrote Tin Cup. You know, he did it he really broke the mold with that movie, because usually it's about the home run, it's about winning the game. But, you know, Ron Shelton wrote a great movie about baseball, about a guy who doesn't even make it to the big leagues. When he wrote a movie about a golfer, he wrote it about a guy who doesn't win doesn't win. He gets the greatest 12 in history. And for people who like sports, there's something incredibly poetic about sports and something incredibly vulgar about them, which is what we love. Because if you're a player, you can cuss the game, but nobody else can cuss it. So, listen, so which movie was it? I can't really tell you, but, you know, I got to pitch a perfect game in Yankee Stadium, you know. I got to be in a movie where James Earl Jones really identifies what the magic of baseball is all about, and it puts the hair on the back of guys' necks when they hear that speech about, you know, because Mantle couldn't have written that speech, and Mays or anybody, but it took probably a non-athlete to define our game, a chalkboard that gets erased. And I'm really happy that the players grow up now in the minor leagues watching. They watch it on the buses. So I'm always able to be invited out to work out, take balls at short. So I've really been afforded a great privilege in baseball, and I don't try to overstep my bounds with it.
We've got one question from one of the guys in the booth. Ash, what do you got for him?
I want to know if Kevin in real life doing Tin Cup would have gone for that shot over the water.
Ooh, in real life, in Tin Cup, would you have gone for that shot over the water?
In real life?
Real life.
Hell yes. You know, in the original movie, we cut the scene out, but I'll tell you for sure, he was such a rascal. But in the original movie, Ron wrote a scene where after he did that, he was behind the tent and he was just weeping, which was one of the great scenes because for me, that even though he's such a rascal, the game meant so much to him and he didn't understand. Boom. He didn't understand. This is what I love about the game. These are grown men right now. Nobody would slide back into first base unless it was a game. You know, what I love here is you're seeing grown men playing this game at the highest level. You know, running as hard and as fast as they can. It's really great to see. All these guys got here with all the tricks, and now they're playing. And who's got the best tricks right now? Who plays this game the best?
It was an honor to talk baseball with you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
Say hi to the guys up there, up top.